Welcome to the last trip we took before the world shut down, and our last episode of Season 4. We welcome you to the tropical paradise of Tahiti. Now, before you get your hopes up that we're going to show you aggro scuba diving and dangerous off-roading adventures, we are traveling with our 3-year-old. So, get ready to relax and get comfy in this episode of Up, Up, and Away.
Hop a plane with us to get to this island paradise. A bigger plane than this, but you get the idea. We stepped off our flight and were greeted with a warm Tahitian welcome, despite the fact that it was 3 a.m. when we landed.
We awoke the next morning to the sound of birds in a serene paradise. We knew this would only be our view for a few days, so we tried to make the most of it.
Welcome to this episode of Up, Up, and Away. We are in French Polynesia on the beautiful island of Tahiti. So join us.
The hotel even had its own lagoonarium. Yeah, we didn't know that was a word either. So we could visit the fish every morning when we woke up. The clear waters hosted a variety of tropical fish in all sizes and colors.
The benefit of a lagoonarium over an aquarium is you can just get in and even do some snorkeling. Here comes Yuri, our own personal Aquaman.
Yaorana. That's hello in Polynesian. Welcome to Tahiti, a Tahitian breakfast, because you know we love food. So, what I've got on my plate today are several Tahitian delicacies. One being fish, tuna marinated, a raw tuna marinated in coconut milk. Which is coconut cereal, coconut milk, that is very popular here. It is also delicious. This is a local pudding, a cassava pudding. Cassava pudding.
Enjoy your breakfast.
A cassava banana pudding, which is also delicious. And this is not a banana that you'll normally see in your grocery market where you are. Depending on, I don't know where you're watching this from. This is a short, a baby banana. Thank you, Sagan. A baby banana. These might be the only bananas you'll get soon because apparently that fungus is killing out all the bananas. Maybe by the time you watch this, we won't have regular bananas anymore. And I'll finish it off with a little passion pineapple juice that is all fresh. Oh, that's like dessert. Right, and maybe just a little old-fashioned espresso, because I need that.
Baby banana.
Whether it was sunrise or sunset, no matter when you looked out the window, the view was breathtaking. We could get used to this, for a couple days anyway, and Yuri was prepared to. The hotel even offered a swim-up bar to meet your every need. Did we mention we were taking a relaxing trip?
Pasta straw.
C'est délicieux.
Ah oui. Très délicieux. Super délicieux même.
But enough with hanging around the hotel. We need to get out and see some of this gorgeous island.
Here we are in Tahiti. This is the north end of the island, Mahina. There's a famous lighthouse here. And you can see behind me the famous black sand beaches. It kind of looks like mud from where I'm standing, but apparently it's black sand. Maybe we'll get a closer look, maybe not. Full of history, Robert Louis Stevenson was here. Did not know that Tahiti has long been a place where astronomical studies have been done because of the remote nature of the island and the lack of light bleeding out. It's a really good place to capture the stars, as it were. So here we go, our next step on our tour of Tahiti. From there, we headed further around the island and were treated to a tour of the lush gardens of Vaipai, the Mara Grotto, and as many waterfalls as we could count. In Tahiti, it seemed like we couldn't turn around without seeing a chicken. We know the island wasn't around in the time of the dinos, but it really feels like the perfect place to see the evolution of our Jurassic pals.
Check out this cool hala tree with roots sprouting from the branches to anchor it. Hala!
All that adventuring had us knackered. It was time to retreat to the hotel. We got back just in time to catch a little relaxing entertainment and a well-earned snack.
A drink in paradise.
Delicious. Pasta straws. Genius.
When you're in French Polynesia, I highly recommend eating this. Or many desserts.
The next day, we decided to head out to sea in a donut. Okay, a donut boat, which is, as you might imagine, a tiny boat shaped like a donut. Take us away, Captain Yuri, on a 3-hour tour. So we are currently on a donut boat in the middle of the bay, sort of the lagoon, I guess, off of Papeete on Tahiti. And I could describe to you what's below us, but next time we're just gonna have to invest in a camera that can go underwater, because the snorkeling and the scuba diving here is to die for. It's beautiful, beautiful crystal waters. They're like turquoise, they're beautiful.
What is this?
That's part of the boat, my love. And it's always an adventure when you bring your 3-year-old.
And the teeth.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down and see if I can find a wrecked plane or something like that. See you in a second.
That was a pretty big jump.
So there's definitely a wrecked plane down there. And we didn't discover it. It's famous in this area. They probably send all the divers, all the beginner divers and snorkelers out here to... yeah, I know, I'm telling them. So what Sagan just said is it's not scary. It's just a plane. It's just a wrecked plane. And much as Tara said, I'm sorry that we don't have a camera. We'll have to invest in that for the future. We'll invest in that for the future if we ever do something like this again. But take my word for it. You can look it up on the internet. Maybe we'll even throw up a little common use video to show you what the plane looks like underwater. But thanks for joining us on our trip out to sea today in Tahiti.
I'm a ghost.
All that snorkeling made me hungry, so we splurged on a fancy meal over the water.
It was time for us to take a proper trip into town, not only so Yuri could sample the local brew, but so we could do a little shopping. Our first stop was the Marché Papeete, or open-air municipal market, where we grabbed some souvenirs at a much cheaper price than we would have back at the hotel.
We wandered lazily through the Papeete gardens and even found a couple of playgrounds for some kid time before one last tour of the quaint cafes and shops in town.
Our last night in Tahiti, we were treated to one final meal and a traditional performance.
And now we're leaving our hotel. Thank you for joining us on our trip to Tahiti. As always, join us for the next one, because there'll always be something else. And in the meantime, up and away. Maururu. But before we let you go, here's our gift to you. A few more Zen minutes in paradise. Take a deep breath and enjoy a variety of sunsets.